Hallelujah. The Bible declares whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Hallelujah. We honor the Spirit of Christ tonight. To your great pastor, Bishop Outlaw. Can we celebrate? To your lovely wife, Lady Outlaw. To all the elders and ministers and all the officers in this place. My good friend, Elder Wiggins, good to see you, sir. Amen. Everybody in the house tonight. And to our young people, let's celebrate our young people tonight. Let's kind of tell what we talked about last night. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Anybody keep it moving today? Amen. 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 Keep it moving. Keep it moving. Amen. Let's go to the book of Daniel tonight. Daniel chapter 3. Familiar story. Daniel chapter 3. Hallelujah. Daniel chapter 3. Begin reading at verse number 13. I'm going to be reading from the Christian Standard Version, so it's going to read a little different. Daniel chapter 3. Begin reading at verse number 13. Daniel chapter 3. Begin reading at verse number 13. When you get there, you should find these words. For it says, then in a furious rage, Nebuchadnezzar gave orders to bring in Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. So these men were brought before the king. Verse number 14. Nebuchadnezzar asked them, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, is it true that you don't serve my gods or worship the gold statue I had set up? Verse number 15. Now, if you are ready, when you hear the sound of the horn, the flute, the lyre, the harp, the drum, and every kind of music, fall down and worship the statue I've made. But if you don't worship it, you will immediately be thrown into a furnace of blazing fire. And who is the God who will rescue you from my power? Verse 16, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego replied to the king, Nebuchadnezzar, we do not need to give you an answer to this question. Verse 17, if the God we serve exists, then he can rescue us from the furnace of blazing fire. And if he can rescue us from the power of you, king, verse 18, but even if he does not rescue us, we want you to know, king, that we will not serve your gods or worship the gold statue you set up. Tonight I just want to talk about I won't be stopped. Look at somebody and say, I won't be stopped. You may be seated in the presence of the Lord. I won't be stopped. Last night we talked about keep it moving. Last night we talked about keep it moving. In order for us to keep it moving, some stuff that we just got to go beyond and keep pushing forward. And we have to learn that everything does not need your attention. Everything does not need your response. And tonight we want to talk about I won't be stopped. I won't be stopped. You have to have in your mind, saints of God, that no matter what comes your way, no matter how big the obstacle may be, no matter how much pain you may endure, that you won't be stopped. You have to understand that in your mind is the biggest battle that you're going to face. If the enemy can get you to believe the plan that he has for you, then you already lost the battle. Because that's why the Bible declares in Romans 12:2 that we should not be transformed, be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed in the renewing of your mind. Why in the world? The word renew, if you know anything about English, R-E means, it is a prefix to mean again, to do something again, to renew. So that means that Paul is telling us that we have to make our minds new again, over and over and over again. Why in the world would Paul tell us not to be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind? Because he knew that on this week you might get the word and you got a new mind, but by Friday when you get your money, or Friday when you go to the game, or Friday when something's going on in your life, there's going to be something that you experience that makes you want to think that what's been in your mind now is not working. So you start to go back to your mind where it used to be, and you have to renew your mind again. You have to renew your mind again. And if you're going to be in a season of your life and have the attitude that you won't be stopped, it has to first start in your mind. It has to first start in your mind. It has to first start in your mind. Why in the world, preacher, you keep saying it has to start in my mind? Because if I can tell my mind that I'm not going to quit, if I can tell my mind that I'm not going to be stopped, if I can tell my mind no matter what I endure, I'm going to keep on pushing, I'm going to keep on trucking, I'm going to keep on going through. If I can tell my mind that then everything, all my other members, all my other body parts going to fall in line. If I can get my mind to say, you know what, I know my heart has been stepped on, but I'm going to keep on going. I know I've endured some pain, but I'm going to keep on going. I know that people have talked about me, but I'm going to keep on going. I know that I've endured some hell, and I've endured some hot water, and I've endured some closed doors, and I've endured some people scandalizing my name and stabbing me in the back. But if I can tell my mind that if I can just keep on pushing through, that it's going to be all right after a while. Can you just touch your neighbor for the first time tonight and tell them you just got to let your mind, you got to get your mind right. Your mind has to know that no matter what I endure, that it won't last like this always. My mind has to know that no matter what I experience, that the Lord won't put more on me than I can bear. He's trying to show you how strong you are. In fact, if you look back over your life, and some of you that thought that you went through some hell that was going to take you out a long time ago, but touch yourself and say, I'm still here. And some stuff people thought was going to kill you, but I tell you to touch yourself and say, I'm still here. People counted you out time and time again, but guess what? You still here. And tonight I want to let you know you can't be stopped. Look at your neighbor one more time and say, I won't be stopped. So it has to first start in your mind. It's the first start in your mind. And if you can get your mind to align to the word of God, I want to let you know that the battle is already won. If you can get your mind, because you got to know, most of the secular world, if they want to get you to do something, they do something in media. That means they put it on the radio, they put it on TV, and they start doing it over and over and over again. Why? Because it's implanting something in your mind. How many of you have went to a restaurant because you have seen a commercial about 6 or 7 times and you said, let me go try that. The food looked pretty good because they're planting seeds in your mind. How many of you have bought stuff from the store because you have seen a commercial time and time again and it's planted seeds in your mind? So you say, let me go try that. It's the same thing with the word of God. I have to continually sow this word in my mind so that when the enemy comes knocking on my door, I can say, you can hit me with your best shot, but my mind's made up. I'm not going backwards. I won't be stopped. I won't let nothing separate me from the love of God. So, the text tonight will introduce to 3 young men by the name of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. The beginning of chapter number 3, Nebuchadnezzar, who is the king of the land, decides that it is a great idea for him to build a 90-foot high, 9-foot wide gold statue for people to worship. So in other words, when you hear the music, you stop what you're doing and you worship my gold image.
In other words, when it doesn't matter if you're working, it don't matter if you're eating, it don't matter what you are doing in your life. When you hear the music, you ought to stop and you ought to start worshiping the golden image. And there's three men that's on his administration by the name of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, who said, you know what, we ain't gonna worship this golden image. We know the real God. We know the true and the living God. So they decided amongst themselves that they're not going to worship the golden image. But they had some people on the administration, some buddies of theirs with them, that was looking at them who might have been a little jealous already, and said, let me make sure that they ain't going to worship. So when we go tell the king, we'll have some evidence. So that the music came on, and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they did not bow down and worship the golden image. So those jokers went to the king and said, King, you got some people working close to you by the name of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And when the music came on, we saw with our eyes that they won't worship in the king. Well, let me stop right there. If I can just look at the text here, how in the world did they not know that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego won't worship in the golden image? If they won't worship in the golden image, because when you're worshiping something, you don't got time to be noticing nobody else. So in other words, what they were saying, they wanted to get them so bad that they themselves were breaking the law of the king. But they went to the king anyway. Notice here, they went to the king anyway because they knew if they could get the king upset, that the king would try to throw them in the furnace, because the king had already decreed that if you do not worship the image, that I'm going to throw you in the furnace. And the king can't look like no chump. He can't look like no punk. What he says he has to do. But here the king, he says, go bring them here. And they come to the king. And he says, I'm going to give you another chance. He says, when you hear the music, I want you to bow down and worship the golden image. And the first thing you got to know tonight, if you're not going to be stopped, you got to know that you got to refuse to fold. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you got to refuse to fold. There's some stuff in your life you just got to refuse to do. People want you to cuss folk out. I can't do it. People want you to try to get people back. I can't do it. People want you to be petty. I can't do it. People want you to get in drama. I can't do it. There's some stuff in your life you just got to say, I refuse to do. I got too much on the line for God to do in my life, for me to get caught up with Joe Blow and whoever who ain't got nothing on their mind but getting into drama and foolishness. I got too much on the line for God to do in my life. There's some stuff in your life you got to refuse to do. Next neighbor, some stuff you just got to refuse to do. When they come to you with foolishness, I ain't gonna do it. When they try to dump stuff on you like you're their trash can, and I can't hear it today, because I won't be stopped. I won't allow anything to come in my life that's going to try to hinder me. And when you refuse to fold, you got to know that some conflicts are going to arise. You got to know that when you refuse to do some stuff, you're going to rub some people the wrong way. You got to know that when you refuse to do some stuff, you're going to have your name in some stuff. When you refuse to do some stuff, people going to say you trying to change up and you acting funny. But you got to let them know, I'm not acting funny. I'm just brand new. Because if any man be in Christ, he is a new creature. All things are passed away, and behold, all things have become new. So I'm not trying to change it up. I'm just trying to be who God has called me to be. I'm just trying to be in the image and likeness of God. I'm just trying to be a reflection of my Father. I'm trying to do what He's called me to do. So when you refuse to do something, you got to know that conflict is going to arise. But when you refuse to do something, you You got to know that you're going to have an opportunity to compromise. I'm still in the text here. Notice here, they refused to bow down to the golden image. But what does the king say? The king should have put them straight in the fiery furnace. But he tells them, I'm going to give you another chance. You got to know that the enemy's going to always set up another chance to see if you really who you say you are. If you really going to refuse it or not. So when they call you or text you on the phone and come Netflix and chill, and you know it ain't really that, and you know that something gonna happen, and you strong enough and you say, I ain't going. It's always another opportunity for that call or that text message that say, you ain't got nothing going on. Come on over here to the house. Are you really gonna be strong to say no? Because I'm holding myself. I'm trying to keep a standard. Or are you gonna say, you know what? Maybe it ain't gonna be that bad. I'm strong enough. Maybe I know I got it. And then the next thing you know, you've compromised. And what you said you refuse to do, you're now doing. You got to be in a season of your life where you refuse to do stuff and you're not going to compromise. No matter how good it looks, no matter how much it might feel good to your flesh, but you can't compromise because what God has for you is greater than this little compromise is greater than anything that you think you can get like that. What God has for you, it has not entered into anyone's heart on the earth. The things that God has for you, the things that He has planned for you. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, don't you compromise. They refuse to fold. Have a conflict with the king. Have an opportunity to compromise. But the next thing that we see in the text tonight is they have ridiculous faith. The text here, they have the audacity to talk to the king, the man who can throw them in the furnace. They say, King, we know we ain't bow down. No, we ain't bow down. But not only that, no, we ain't bow down. We ain't gonna bow down. And not only that, King, if you play the music now, we still ain't gonna bow down. And I want to let you know that the God we serve will rescue us out of your hands. And King, I want to let you know this, even if God decides not to show up, we still ain't gonna bow down. They have ridiculous enough faith to stand in the enemy's face and say, no matter what you think you can do to me, my God is bigger, my God is greater to bring me out of any situation. I wish I had some saints of God in the house tonight who had some ridiculous faith, who said, I know my God is stronger, I know my God is bigger, I know my God is wiser to do anything but fail. Is there anybody in the house tonight who say, I got ridiculous faith? I've had some doors closed in my face, but I got ridiculous faith. I've had some bad doctor's reports, but I got ridiculous faith. I've had people tell me that I won't amount to anything, but I got ridiculous faith because God is on my side. Greater is He that is in me than he that is in the world. Look at your neighbor, say, neighbor, you gotta have ridiculous faith. You gotta have ridiculous faith. You gotta have ridiculous faith. So you gotta refuse to do some stuff. You gotta have some radical faith. One more thing here, you gotta know that you're gonna be ridiculed to fail. Here we go. Still in the text here tonight. King is now upset. Says he has blown the gasket, if you would. My Bible declares here in the Christian Standard Version that he is in full rage. He is furious because now they have the audacity not just to bow down, but to disrespect him in front of all the people that's working for him. So not only does he get upset, now he tells his boys, he tells the officers, not only on we going to throw these jokers in the furnace, but I need you to go turn it up 7 times higher. But he didn't understand what he was doing. 7 is the number of completion, the number of perfection. He was setting things up for God to move in their lives. I tell you to grab your neighbor one more time and say, neighbor, you're so focused on the problem that you don't see God setting you up for him to intervene in your life. You're so focused on what's wrong that you don't see the plan of God working in your life. Take your eyes off the problem and put your eyes on Jesus, the author and the finisher of our faith. I wish I had somebody in here that said, I won't be stopped no matter what comes my way. I refuse to be quick to quit. I refuse to be knocked down. I refuse to be told no, because God will open up every door for me. Men are thrown in the furnace. And the text says that they turned the furnace up so high that the men who were supposed to throw them in died themselves. But before they threw them in the furnace, they said that they tied their hands and feet up because the king didn't want any excuses. He wanted to make them an example. I want to let you know that sometimes it gets a little hard for you because the enemy is trying to make you an example. But I want to let you know again that it's just a setup for God to get the glory situation. Some of us want to be so secretive. Don't want nobody to know nothing. Don't nobody know you sick. How can people know God is still a healer? And don't nobody know you broke. How can people know that God is still a provider? And don't nobody know that your house is in turmoil? How can people still know that God is still your peace? So people sometimes just need a glimpse of what's going on in your life. You know, you've been to the movies before, and when you get to the movies, they show you the trailers of the movies that's about to come to the theaters. But Bishop, they only show you just enough to get your attention so that you can come back and come see the whole thing. And sometimes God will show your life off to the world. He'll show them a glimpse just to get their attention. Have you heard about sister so-and-so? Have you heard about brother so-and-so? Let me see what's going to happen. Don't you worry about haters. Haters. God is creating an audience for you so that when God brings you out, your job is to tell the world, God did it for me. I get the victory, but God gets the glory. I get the victory, but God gets the glory. Look at your neighbor. God's going to give you the victory. He just wants the glory. Don't take the Lord's glory. He'll give you the victory. He just wants the glory. Well, still in the text here. They bound their hands and their feet, and the men died, and they thrown in the furnace. They're trying to figure out why in the world have they not died, and they're trying to figure out. It looks like when they look in, there are now 4 men instead of 3. So you talk to the king and say, King, we don't know what's going on. We knew we threw in 3 men, and I know that they tied their hands and their feet. But when we look in, King, we see a 4th man, and it looks like the Son of God. And I scratch my head as I look at the text, trying to figure out how in the world will they know what the Son of God is supposed to look like. It's because God's going to get the glory. He's going to don't look like what you've been through. I need to grab your neighbor hand and say, neighbor, you're not going to look like what you've been through. In fact, tonight, is there anybody here that can look back over your life and say, I don't look like what I've been through. And they're trying to figure out what's going on. And the king says, I need y'all to come in. He said, what in the world that went on in the furnace? Paraphrasing here. They said, King, did you not hear us before? We told you that the God that we serve was more than able to rescue us out of the fire. And somebody needs to know tonight that God is more than able. That means he's overqualified to handle your situation. In fact, I want to let you know tonight that it might be major to you, but to God it's minor. It might be major to you, but to God it's minor. And I'm so glad tonight that we serve a God who can look at my major issues and say that's just a minor issue. I can handle that in just one thought. I can handle that in just one blink. Hear the men testify to the king. I said, King, it was our God who delivered us. So the king looks around and he makes a decree. He said, tear down the golden image and we're going to worship the God of Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And if anybody don't worship their God, I ain't going to throw them in the fire. I'm going to cut off their head this time. That way I know they die. And then, not only does everybody worship Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego's God, but not only that, at the end of the chapter, the Bible declares that the king gave them a promotion. And I tell you tonight that after all the hell you've been through, God has something greater. He's going to reward you with favor. Ain't nobody stop the hand of God on your life. Look at your neighbor again and say, neighbor, I'm favored. I'm so glad that God gave me the favor. That means that the favor that I got, you can't take it away. You can't take it away. My job can't take it away. My what I'm going through confuse you. I'm the favorite of God. So that means that at any time, God can turn my situation around. At the drop of a dime, God can turn my situation around. Does anybody believe tonight that God can turn your situation around? Give God praise. I'm not praising him because everything's all right. I'm praising him because I know I'm favored. And that because I'm favored, my situation doesn't dictate me. My situation doesn't control me. That because I'm favored, that means that God can turn it around at any time. I wish I had somebody who believes that God can turn it around at any time. Praise, because you know that God can turn it around at any time. Somebody open up your mouth and give God a praise. Show you how favor. Look. Show you how favor. Yes, sir. Y'all walk before me. Y'all walk before me. Maybe you too, sir. This is how favor. Y'all walk side by side. There you go. You stand behind me. Now, Elder Williams, I want you to do everything you can to get me. This is how favor works. You hear what he said to me, love? He said some terrible defense. That's how the demons are looking at you. And you hold on right quick, Elder Wiggins. The demons are saying, they're looking at you and saying, man, that's a terrible defense. But the reason that they try to attack you, because you don't realize what you got around you. Look at your neighbor one more time and say, neighbor, if you only knew what's on your life, what's around you, Elder Wiggins trying to get me. I'm going through. I tell you to encourage about 5 people, say, you got favor. So since you got favor, you might as well give God a praise, because you know that everything is going to turn around in your life. Give stuff you gotta refuse to do. Some stuff you're gonna have to face and have ridiculous faith. You might be ridiculed to fail, but you gotta know that in the end, God's gonna reward you with favor. And with the hand of God on you, nothing can stop you. You know, with the favor of God on your life and the hand of God on you, that you are unstoppable. I love watching movies. There was a movie with Denzel Washington, I don't know if you remember the name of it, but he was on a train and the train couldn't stop him. And in the movie, everybody was worried because an unstoppable train was something that was so ridiculous that it made everybody nervous. You are just like that train in the spirit. When you realize the favor of God is on your life and the hand of God is on your life, you cause demons to worry because you're unstoppable. But you got to make the declaration that I won't be stopped. Because in that movie, you got to understand they tried several times to stop the train. They tried to put different other trains in front of it. Tried to switch tracks. Tried to put different things in front of it. Everything that but they couldn't stop the train. Because the train had momentum. That's why the enemy wants you to stop moving. That's why we had to talk about last night to keep moving. Because it's the enemy's job to try to stop you from moving in faith. Because if you gain momentum, he knows that you become unstoppable. Just tell yourself, I won't be stopped. So when doors try to close in your face, you got to tell yourself, I won't be stopped. Because the favor of God's on me. People talk about you, people hate on you, people lie on you. Don't entertain it. God is just setting you up so that when he opens the door, when he blesses you and he manifests the promise in your life, he's going to get the glory out of that person's life. In fact, I want to let you know that the Bible says that he'll make your enemies your footstool. He'll cause your enemy to bless you. You got to worry about trying to fight nobody. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Mighty through God to the pulling down of us. I ain't got to worry about trying to get back at them. I got too much on the line what I'm trying to get from God. Because a person may be able to open the door, but God can bust down walls. So you're trying to get the hook up to get in the door. And God is saying, I ain't trying to get you in the door. I'm trying to bust down the wall for you. So that people will know that my hand is on you. How in the world you get this job? You ain't qualified because the favor of God is on me. How in the world you get that house? You ain't qualified. It's because the favor of God is. How in the world you keep getting good grades and teachers keep favor? It's because the favor of God is. The favor of God is on you. Just in this moment, lift your hands and just thank him for favor. Come on.
Thank you,
Come on, tell him,
Lord.
thank him for favor. Tell him, come on, I need you to thank him in advance for the open door. Thank him in advance for knocking down walls. Thank him in advance that your favor's going to help raise you up. That he's about to position people to help elevate you, and that your enemy's going to be your footstool. Thank you for your favor tonight. Thank you for your favor. Thank you for your favor. God, we bless you tonight for your word. God, we thank you tonight that we're unstoppable. God, we declare tonight, and we make up in our minds, God, that we won't be stopped. We're going all the way with you. We're going all the way with you, God. So God, I pray now that you strengthen your people tonight. Help them realize the favor that's on their lives. Help them realize that your hand is mighty upon their lives. God, open up doors, knock down walls, bust out windows. God, do whatever you need, whatever you need to do, oh God, for you to get the glory out of our lives. God, we bless you tonight. We give you glory. We give you honor and praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Before I take my seat, I dare not take my seat without offering you salvation tonight. Offering you Jesus. You've never accepted Jesus in your life, and you want to accept Jesus Christ tonight. You've never accepted him into your heart. You can be saved tonight. And let me tell you something. You don't have to be perfect to be saved. There's not one perfect person in this room. But we're striving for perfection. And the reason that we can come in here is because we know the ultimate work that Jesus did on the cross for us. Paid the ultimate sacrifice for the penalty of sin. So if you've never accepted Jesus into your life and you want to accept him tonight, you can do that tonight. You can make your way to the altar. Or you may say, you know what, I put him to the side. I need to rededicate my life. I want to make sure that this favor is on my life. I want to make sure that I'm in right fellowship with him. And if you're not in right relationship with him and you want to rededicate your life, you can make your way to the altar tonight. Is there one in the house tonight? Oh, is there one? Is there one? Well, lift it up tonight. God made you.